Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Buffalo's offense takes the field for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Reads it, fires complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Might as well give it to him again. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. And they're not on the same page there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the fake? He'll stick with him, too. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
From the gun, the ground game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, But how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Hawaii, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
Running toward the tape. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's back to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. Short gain on the play before he slides. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's piled up 82 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's go to the studio now. Connors, Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This time, they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Rainbow Warriors have pushed it inside the 20. He's going to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warriors.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
We're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Quick release by the QB. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion. They lost yardage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bulls want to move quickly. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Buffalo! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Number 12.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28. Hawaii. 21.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Good enough for a first down.
First down for this offense. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
The give to the tailback. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
Ball carried by the running back. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it over the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to get to him. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Shakes off the defender. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away from the heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They want that clock to run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
21.
Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.